welcome to update 19, where it's all about the Porsches. Now, for the first Porsche, complete the Porsche tour to earn the new to Motorsport 1981 Porsche Systems Engineering 924 GTP Le Mans, and the open class tour to get the new to Motorsport 2023 Porsche 911 Turbo S. Over in the showroom, the 1978 Porsche Racing 935/78 and the Porsche 911 GT3R, the latter of which is also obtainable for the Free Roam Challenge Hub. Spotlight cars over the next 4 weeks include the 1971 Porsche 91720, 1987 Porsche 203 Porsche AG 961, and the 2016 Porsche Cayman GT4, as well as the 1978 Porsche Momo. Not only that, whether you prefer GT race cars, prototype hypercars, touring cars, or classic open wheel racers, there's a new permanent Spec division rival awaiting your fastest lap times. On to the big stuff now, which is gameplay improvements. So the car audio for the 2016 Shelby GT350R, the 2015 Jaguar F-Type, and the 2011 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG have been updated based on community feedback. This next one is a big one. So default track rubbering behavior has been changed in career and featured multiplayer. But practice laps will now always start at 20% rubbered in, where previously it was 33%, and races will now always start at 75% rubbered in, where previously it was 66%. Along with these updates, we're having changes made to the GT3 Class Series event. So the 2018 Lamborghini Huracan is being removed. The 2015 Lamborghini Huracan LP620 is also being removed, as well as the 2017 Ferrari 488 Challenge is being removed from the list. Like our rebalancing overhaul for the Forza Touring Car Series in Update 17, we're introducing a new Spec BOP overhaul for both Forza GT2 and GT3 series for Update 19. As well as the Forza Touring Car overhaul, all Forza GT2s and GT3 cars will have been reverted back to stock parts, except for the tyre width to normalize and retune. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. But heading back to the new Spec Rivals event, with Forza Motorsport Update 19, we are introducing a Spec Division Rivals. Compete for the top of the leaderboard in your favorite car from the select divisions while utilizing the same Spec Series, or BOP, tuned from the featured and multiplayer in this new permanent category of rival events, which I think is absolutely brilliant, because it's about time we had something in the rival side of things that was the same, or BOP wise, as a featured event, because it really does help us set a better lap time with the cars, the tune and everything like that. I know it's been asked for a very, very long time, and it's great to see it here. One thing to bear in mind though, Spec Division Rival Event leaderboards may occasionally be wiped if there are significant changes are made in the underlying Spec Series, so in the underlying BOP. So if there is a BOP change, the leaderboards will be wiped to reflect upon this. But let me know what you think down in the comments below of Update 19. But before you do all get away, let's take a look at this race in the GT3 class at Bathurst. As you can see, I am in the Acura. I am on the right hand side of the track, which is not perfectly ideal, but we're going to try and make it work. Coming down here now, we're starting off the race in position 6. So coming down here, looking at a 50 board, breaking down the second gear, get a little bit shoved about a little bit, and actually coming out still in position 6, which is actually incredible, I'm not going to lie. Coming down the straight now, trying to feel where I should go. I have a Bentley to my left, a McLaren, as well as a McLaren, and I don't know if this is going to be the ideal place to go right now, but I'm going to make it up the inside here. Could have gone a little bit faster, came out a little bit hot, but we are now up to position 4 with a little kiss up behind of the McLaren there. Well, the McLaren hit the wall, and I'm going to see if I can make it up the inside. Nope, it wasn't going to happen. So get the power back down and try and keep up with that McLaren ahead. We also have a Bentley in front of that. McLaren is a bit squirrely through there, so hopefully they may end up going off the track. One could only hope, as I go into the wall and shed a lot of paint off the bodywork. Hopefully that will reduce the weight and I can go a little bit quicker. Losing a little bit of time for the car up in front. It's not ideal to really pass at the top of this hill, so you've got to try and play a little bit strategic here and just give them a bit of space, give them the space to mess up, and hopefully they do mess up. If they don't, then you've just got to claw it back at this latter section here and then power up the outside. Oh, that was close. Oh, I didn't think that was going to ghost, I'm going to lie. That could have gone worse, and knowing my luck, if I did hit them before they ghosted, the penalty system would have blamed me. We have Frederick up ahead in the Bentley, so we're going to try and catch up to them. 1 second away. We are up to position 3 right now. Hopefully we can start making moves. So braking just before the 150 board on the right hand side, down the 3rd gear, turning in over the curb we go, and then accelerating out of the other side. This car is tuned very, very well, I must say. It can stick out the tail ever so slightly, but I'm not saying it's not controllable. It really does hold on well, and it corners brilliantly, I must say. What it could do with is a little bit more kick in it. It's not the ideal track for it, I'm not gonna lie. I think that Bentley is probably a better choice for this track with the long runs. All right, it might not be the best in the corners, but it does seem to have a bit more throw in it than this one does. Although I am getting the inside line, and up the hill we go. Hopefully we can keep this inside line. They are squeezing me quite to the left here now, so we'll be braking at the hut on the left hand side, which is the 100-meter board. Frederick goes up the inside quite aggressively, and that is that position gain. Now the problem I have now is I couldn't keep my lead in front of Frederick. I should have defended that much better than what I did. That is certainly my mistake right there. But I also have the M4 behind me. So my plan is to surrender to the M4, and hopefully the M4 will then be able to take on the battle for me, and I will pick up the pieces after. Got a Lamborghini, ooh, little kiss there, and into the wall. Lamborghini's passing me, and I got an Acura passing me. Okay, so we lost a few places now. Back to where we started in position 6. No harm, no foul. If you don't win the race in the first lap, although you do set a good example. We are in position 6, and hopefully, as everybody is bundling up ahead, pretty much like that, I may be able to swoop in and claim my spaces back. I just got to make sure I keep up with that pack. Although I do wish that in update 19 they fixed the audio bug with the BMW M4, because it's still obnoxiously loud. There is no reason for it to be 3 times the volume of everything else on the track. So, you know, this is a known issue. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But as you can see, I am not the fastest in a straight line. I'm keeping up just about on the edge of my toe there, but certainly not the fastest. But I'm going to join a party here and go up in the middle. Because why not join the chaos, embrace it, and join in? I actually did think I could push my way through the middle there. Yeah, really poor calculation from my part there. But with the obnoxious BMW M4 to my right hand side, still in one piece, thankfully, because I did let off and brake for them. I'm hopefully going to give them a little push up this hill and see if they can gain back. I think that was a Lambo there. Gain back a few positions. Clearly not the case, because it's leaving me behind. Well, it's the thought that counts, I'm not going to lie. I thought I could help them out here. Oh, it wasn't meant to be. Never mind, I guess. Coming up here, a little bit tail happy, losing a little bit of time, going to be honest. But up the hill we go. I'm braking down to 2nd gear, turning in, and then accelerating out the other side. I was hoping really that the 2 cars up in front would have took a bit more of a fight to Frederick, and it seems to be holding on very well to that car. It's a big old beast, that Bentley. I mean, it's got power, it sounds great, but yeah, it is a big old lard to especially drive around this section of the track. It must be quite a handful for him, I must say. Coming down here a little bit hot. Oh, a little bit too hot. Oh, steady, 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 steady. Wall. Okay. Pick up the pieces. Let's try again. Mistakes can be made. And the car was fully out of control there. There was not much I could do about that. So I have lost 4 seconds. That is pretty rough. Yeah. Well, at least I've got a bit of neutral air, because the car behind is also 4 seconds away, and I have nothing to worry about. Let's be honest here. 3.9 from the one in front, 3.9 from the one behind, and the stink is 15 seconds ahead. So I've got to try and reel them cars in and not let them get away. Although I am on my own, I should be able to actually set a better time. Yes, I don't have the slipstream, but I also don't have other cars around, I would say, distracting or putting me off, or whatever you want to call it. A bit more of a thoughtful dead zone. Lap 5, we did manage to catch up to Frederick here, but I think the other cars in front have gone ahead. We haven't pitted yet. My idea is not to pit halfway through the race, but pretty much extend it one more lap and then go on to soft tyres. I don't think mediums and mediums is the right play at this track. I think mediums to soft is the better play. And actually catching up to Frederick and using the wall to compensate for the massive amount of speed I was carrying through that corner for no reason. We are now 1.1 seconds away from Frederick up ahead. So we're going to come down here, over the curves we go. Frederick is in the wall, and hopefully they may surrender this position here and I can get past. Pretty much like that. Oh, no, they're going to keep battling. Okie dokie. Up the inside I go, and then accelerating out the other side. Now, coming down this back straight, so hopefully we may have a run. This is where it's quite weird, because this car is running a little bit of rear downforce to be a bit more stable, and Frederick has a big old lard. So it's going to be quite tough, because he does have, I think, a more powerful car than myself. We're breaking at the 150 board here, down to third gear. Frederick sends it up the inside and pulls it off. Credit where credit's true, Frederick. I was not expecting you to make that corner. But the problem we have now, we have the Stig behind us in the Aston. As you probably might remember, the Stig was in position 1. So, we are ahead of the leader. Well, I'm ahead of the leader now. I am the leader now. Braking down the third gears, hoping to outbrake them and do the old switcheroo up the inside. I just touched that curb and couldn't get the power on. So Frederick has the inside line of this section here. And so I'm going to surrender, and the Aston Martin is going up the inside. I'm going to let the Aston Martin play with Frederick here, because if something was to occur, I can pick up the pieces after and gain that position. So sometimes it's not worth the battle. Okay, the battle's back on. The Stig hit the wall. So we're right up behind Frederick now. Come around this section here. Frederick's braking. Come on, buddy, you could do it. A little bit of a kiss there. Let's get going. I do have the Aston Martin. Was looking to make a move there, but ultimately backed out. I don't think it's the wisest of choices to try and make a position gain down here. It is a bit sketchy. As you can see, they are sticking their nose in, then backing out. So we're going to go the inside of Frederick here and accelerate out the other side. Contact has been made, and I go meet the wall. Now, before anything is said here, I'd like to point out I checked the replay. It was the lightest of touches. It was literal kiss. So me and Frederick came together, or I may have gone into Frederick a little bit as I wasn't perfectly straight. And it was like a netcode issue or something like that. So I got spun out. It wasn't Frederick's fault on that one. I really don't think his steering wheel was straight and true. It didn't turn or anything like that. It was literally a little touch, and Forza went yeet and sent me over the threshold. But perfect time to pit, let's be honest. Rear tyres onto minor wear. Honestly, it was so frustrating, that incident I had there. I was thinking, why? Don't get me wrong, it would have been awesome if Frederick also backed off and waited. But, you know, each to their own. But the incident certainly wasn't anybody's fault. It was weird netcode. We wasn't even that close or anything like that. It was literally finger to finger, and I just got somehow sprung around his front end. I don't understand it. And like you see in the last videos, it's the netcoding at the moment is a bit funky. I've not witnessed it being this bad before in this game. I've witnessed it in other games and things like that, but this, for the last week or so, has been the worst I've seen it, especially with the race at Mugello, where the Lamborghini that wasn't to my right hand side threw me off the track, but was on the inside. And it's stuff like that that's I'm oddly seeing quite apparent. Now let me know down in the comments below if you've been noticing this as well. Lap 8, we did manage to catch up to Frederick here, as well as another car. Annoyingly though, Frederick's tyres are very, very worn. He hasn't pitted. So I can only presume he's on destroyed hard tyres. Now this is what I do find a little bit frustrating, is you're trying to make a position here and yet they're defending. What are you trying to defend? You're not going to be able to hold me off for a lap and a half, especially down the straight here. So back off, pull in, or out the way and let the faster car through. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I mean, if they're, as you saw coming down the hill, their tyres are absolutely wrecked. And you're going to see this. Watch that lap leaderboard time. They're 0.4, 0.5 seconds away now. We're in a straight line. But once we start hitting the curves, I'm gone. I mean, frustratingly enough, the car in front is 4 seconds away now. So that incident I had with Frederick cost 4 seconds. They were 4 seconds slower than the other car. I mean, we're 2 seconds ahead in 2 corners. So what I'm saying is their tyres are absolutely wrecked. Why are you defending the position? It's not going to happen. But let me know your thoughts about what I'm saying down in the comments below. Am I being over the top here? Or do you think I'm being, you know, sensible and fair? It'd be great to know your feedback. Last lap, we're certainly going to be able to catch up to 4.4 seconds. And the Stig is 34 seconds away. I mean, overall, it was an amazing lap. And I had some great battles with Frederick as well. Especially considering they're in the big old tank and I'm in this car that has really terrible intercooler radiator on the front. Honestly, I've been looking at that right there in front and it has been really bothering me. Like, how's the airflow flow through a solid object? I mean, I shouldn't be getting distracted at that considering I've hit the wall several times at this track. But yeah, it has been really an eye thing. Once you've seen it, you just can't unsee it. It is one of those. But coming up to the top of the hill, we are... What's our best lap time at the moment? Because I don't know if we're going to beat it at this lap. Oh, we're second up. 207.680. That's our cleanest, fastest lap time. This isn't going to be a clean lap time, sadly enough. I was hoping I could actually set a faster, clean lap time, but it is what it is. The Stig being 34.3 seconds away is absolutely insane. And it's crazy to think, though, if we didn't have those 2 incidences, for example, let's say Frederick at turn 2 didn't rail up the inside, and I managed to hold on to position 2 by defending better than I should have, then we could have finished this race in position 2. Could have. But this is great art of racing where not everything goes the way you want it to go, and things do happen. But we are better in our starting position by 1, which is, I think, is brilliant news. And D1 Franco is 8.7 seconds away behind us, 8.8 seconds away behind us. And we didn't manage to catch up to Young Flandre up in front, sadly enough. But we did get some poppers and a bit of fireworks there as we crossed the line, setting a 2:05 lap time, which I think is pretty good. What's the best lap time here anyway? I did a 2:05, but it was dirty. A 2:04.2. Yeah. So it was quite a competitive lap time, especially in this car. Yeah. Where's Frederick finishing? Oh, a lot of people quit as well. 3 people quit. The Lambo quit, I know that one. Frederick's finishing position 7. And surprisingly, the Acura finished position 2. But yeah, great race overall. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.